you. That word you use to address your best friend or the president. You use that word to talk to one person or a stadium full of people. But in German, we have different words. So we have 3 words in German: Sie, the formal, du, the informal, and a third one, which is the informal plural. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Shakespeare can teach us a little bit of German too. Old English is related to German, right? So thou and du are cousins, and that's our first word to say you in an informal context in singular. Germans, 200 years ago, they started using the word Sie for formal you. Does that mean that 200 years ago people were rude? No. They had another word. They used ihr, and then someone was very confused, was like, ihr, what? Are you talking to me or are you talking to us? And then the boss of grammar, happened to be a woman, happened to be a feminist, said, from now on, we're gonna start using sie. There are 2 things I want you to remember for sie. One, it's always capitalized, otherwise it means she. And 2, sie can mean singular or plural. So you use sie if you're talking to one person formally, or if you're talking to more than one person formally. All right, I've said formal and informal a lot of times, and you're probably wondering, what is really formal? So if you're talking to your doctor, to professors, to office clerks, salespeople, waiters, waitresses, police officers, did I say that already? But then there are cases in which du is the preferred option. For example, if you meet someone in a party that is kind of an informal gathering, or a conference, or some social event, someone that is your age, maybe your neighbor, your partner's siblings. So your partner's parents, you would say sie, but your partner's siblings, you would say du. Let's look at some examples. I want to meet people, friends. I'm talking to my friend Tina. And I was like, Tina, hast du morgen Zeit? That's Tina. The second example would be, I'm talking to Tina, Julia, and Maria Jose. Hey Mädels, habt ihr morgen Zeit? I'm talking to 3 people. And then you use ihr. Second situation would be, I'm trying to make an appointment. I talk to my boss and I am like, oh, Herr Meier, haben Sie morgen Zeit? That's talking to Herr Meier. And if I'm talking to the whole board of directors in the company, I would be like, haben Sie morgen Zeit? Still Sie. So you have Sie for singular and plural formal context. And then you have du and ihr, du for singular and ihr for plural. General rule of thumb, if you don't know the person, and especially if they're older than you, sie is a better choice. And on the other side, you don't have to think about conjugation because it's so much easier. You just copy the verb as it is. So I think sie is a fantastic choice. A few years ago, the famous songwriter Dieter Bohlen called the police officer du. And the police officer was so mad that he took him to court for disrespecting him.